Hello, child. Hello, people of the internet. This is my second time recording this. I found out that I had audio issues the first time I recorded this, so that's fun. In this video, we are going to be going over the NFL Wildcard rounds, talking about my predictions, and then making some pretty, I don't know, pretty scary predictions for the divisional rounds. So, in this corner right here, I'm going to keep a little record. If I got a prediction right, that number will be green. If I got a prediction wrong, that number will be red. You guys ready? Let's get into this. Blue 42, Omaha, Omaha. Starting us off, we had my Texans going against the Chargers. I had faith in my team here, and it paid off. The Chargers started this game by getting downfield, but they could only score a field goal. This was followed by the Texans, making me very nervous, as the Chargers would get the ball right back thanks to a fumble, then score another field goal, giving them a 6-0 lead. The second would be a whole lot of nothing. Stroud would get picked off, and then Herbert would get picked off. The score wouldn't change until closer to the end of the second, with the Texans taking the lead with a touchdown. This would be followed by the Texans extending their lead with a kick to close the second out. The Texans would be close to extending their lead midway through the third, but Stroud would be picked off in the end zone. It was later determined that the ball did not survive the ground. After this, the Texans would extend their lead with one more kick. Then, to close out the third, Herbert would throw a pick six, making the score 20-6. Then, at the start of the fourth quarter, Herbert would get picked off again by Stingley. The Texans would only get a field goal out of this. The Chargers would then recover and show some life with an 86-yard McConkey touchdown. This would be it for them, though. The kick was then blocked by the Texans and then taken all the way back to give the Texans an extra 2 point. Towards the end of the fourth, the Texans would score one last touchdown to bring us to our 32-12 final. Then, to punctuate, the Texans would pick off Herbert one last time. Then we had the Steelers and the Ravens. I said the Ravens would win this one due to the script hating the Steelers. That is still accurate. The Ravens scored first with a touchdown, then extended their lead to 21-0. Then, midway through the third, the Steelers would finally score a touchdown, only for the Ravens to score one last touchdown. The Steelers would respond to this by putting up another 7, bringing us to our 28-14 final. The Broncos played the Bills. I said the Bills would win this one, but I wouldn't be lying if I said I expected this game to be just a little bit closer. The Broncos scored first with a touchdown on their first possession. It was a really good drive, and that would do it for them. Great first drive, touchdown, that's it. What? From here, the Bills would take the lead and pour it on. It didn't really seem like the Broncos had a solution for the Bills. The final score would end up 31-7. After that, we had the Packers and the Eagles. I had the Eagles winning this one, and they did. The Packers would start this one off by fumbling the ball on the kick return and the Eagles scoring a touchdown, setting the tone immediately. This would be followed by the Eagles extending their lead with the field goal. Then, to start the second quarter, Jordan Love would get intercepted. Thankfully, the Eagles couldn't capitalize on this. The Packers would get the ball back, get downfield, and miss the kick. Then, to close off the first half, Jordan Love would throw a clean pass straight to a defender. Again, the Eagles did nothing with this. Midway through the third, the Packers would put up 3 on the board to make it 10-3. This would be followed by another Eagles touchdown. The extra point was no good. Then to start the fourth, the Packers would score a touchdown to make it a 6-point game, but that would be it from them. From here, the Eagles would score 2 more field goals, and Love would get picked off one last time, bringing us to our 22-10 final. The Commanders took on the Buccaneers. I had the Commanders winning this one because I am enlightened. They won. The Bucs scored first with a kick. The score would stay this way until about 9 minutes into the second quarter, with the Commanders taking the lead with a touchdown. Then they extended that lead with a kick. The Buccaneers would then respond with a touchdown to tie it. The Commanders would then take the lead again with a kick. This was followed by another Bucs touchdown. After this, the Commanders would get downfield but fail to score any points after not converting on 4th and goal. The Bucs would get the ball back and immediately fumble, giving the Commanders the ball right back and a touchdown. After this, the Bucs would tie it with a kick, only for the Commanders to win this game on a walk-off field goal. The Vikings took on the Rams, and man, I had the Vikings winning this, and I guess the lights were just too bright for them. I mean, what a choke. The Rams scored first with a touchdown, then extended that lead with a kick. They would continue to pour it on, making the score 27-3 before the Vikings could score a touchdown in the third. The 2-point conversion was no good, bringing us to our 27-9 Rams victory. What do I even say about this? The Vikings looked lost, and Sam Darnold was sacked a whole whopping
9 times.
9 times.
9 times.
Alright, that brings us to my divisional round predictions. Here I'll go over the matchups and I'll tell you who I think is going to win. Are you guys ready? Let's get it. Blue 42, Omaha, Omaha. First we have my Texans versus the Kansas City Chiefs. It shouldn't shock you that I'm going to stay faithful to my team here. We are the underdogs. We still have the same issues as last game. We just need to play with the same intensity, if not a little more intensity this game. The Chiefs are, they're the Chiefs.
Can we hold them?
The Avengers.
Then we have the Commanders and the Lions. This is a tough one for me, only because these are two teams outside of my favorite organization that I really want to see succeed. Unfortunately for the Commanders, I see the Lions taking this one. I see a good battle and a close game, but the Lions coming out on top. After that, we have the Rams and the Eagles. The Rams really surprised me with their last game. However, I don't think the outcome of this game stays the same here. I think the Eagles take this one because there's just no stopping Saquon. Then we have the Ravens and the Bills. This is like game of the week, probably game of the year. This feels like one of those anyone's game kind of matchups, you know? I'm going to say the Ravens here, but that's really based off of a gut feeling alone. I don't know if the Bills will be able to keep up or contain the Ravens' run game. So I'm going to stick with the Ravens here, but truly it's a coin flip of a game. Alright, that does it for this video. Nice, quick, and easy video. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, like, comment, share with your friends, subscribe. Please. I would love you forever. Please. Good luck if your teams are still in the playoffs. Best of luck to you guys. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.